Hey, let us start with adding numbers. To add two or more numbers, we can use the traditional method of adding individual numbers like 2 plus 2 plus 3. Or we can use the sum function. Enter equal to sum, open the bracket, the parenthesis, and select the range of values you need to add. You can also hold the control key to select individual cells or non-contiguous cells. Similarly, we can use the average function to arrive at the average of the listed numbers. Now let us understand the order of operations carried out by Microsoft Excel. It is the same order of operations that is carried out in the mathematical field. The operations enclosed within the parentheses are carried out first, and the exponential calculations are carried out second. For the example, 3 to the power of 2. It is the exponent symbol. The power is the exponent symbol and it will be operated first. And then the multiplication and division, whichever comes first in the formula. And then the addition and subtraction, whichever comes in the formula. So this is popularly known as PEMDAS rule. PEMDAS. Parenthesis, exponential, multiplication, division, addition and subtraction. PEMDAS rules. After applying all the mathematical logics and the operations, the concatenations will work. Concatenation is the AND symbol used in the formula. And then the logical operators will work on the greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, so on and so forth. These will work after the concatenation. So this is the order of operations. You can see that the order of operations using by clicking this button available here. So click that and see the order of operations. So while constructing complex formulas, this order must be kept in mind. The key to remember this is PEMDAS, as I said earlier. So concatenation or logical will be followed by the PEMDAS rule. This is related to text or logical expression and not a numerical expression. So coming back to this addition, in order to get the correct results or view the correct results, I would suggest you format the cells to display the largest number of decimal places available. Otherwise, it may mislead the data. For example, here what we see is 3 and 3. So adding this should result in 6. Let us see that. So, but the result shown is 5. Why? Let's dive deep into it. They are not actually 3 and 3, but it is 2.55 and 2.5. So adding this, the result will be 5.05. Now the decimal places were ignored in the formatting, and accordingly the numbers were displayed as a rounded number, rounded to the nearest value. Hence, in this data set, we need to format the cells to show 2 decimal points, which is the largest, at least 2. If you go with 3 or 4, it is fine, but minimum required is 2. Speaking about the rounding of the numbers, let us also understand few formulas that is used to round the numbers. Here I have taken an example of value of pi by using the pi formula. It is nothing but 22/7. And you could see the characteristics of various rounding functions on the face. Let me explain this. The round functions round to the nearest decimal point we specify. So if we specify 2, it will show 2 decimal points. And if we specify 0, it will be rounded off to the nearest number. The round up function rounds to the highest decimal based on the number of decimals we provide. Means, say, if we say to round it to 2 decimals, irrespective of the third decimal number, second will be rounded off to the next number. So in the normal rounding of functions, it will be rounding using the 0.5 rule. If the number in the next decimal place is above 5, then the previous decimal will be rounded to the next number. Otherwise, it will be the same number. So this is the normal rounding of function rule. But roundup does not consider that rule. Whatever the case may be, the third decimal number can be anything. The second number will be automatically increased by 1 value. Round down is the opposite of that. So it rounds to the lowest decimal based on the number of decimals we provide. It is not actually lowest decimal. The second decimal will be in its place. It will not change at all, even if the third decimal is more than 5. The trunc function truncates the number based on the number of decimals we provide. It operates similar to the round down function only. The integer function rounds down to the nearest integer. So that is, it removes the data after the decimal points for the positive numbers. The mround function rounds to the nearest multiple of something. So if the number is exactly in the middle, say we need to round off number 5 to nearest multiple of number 2. So then the result will be 6. Like the normal rounding of rules work, 0.5 equal to 1. It says 5 is nearest to the third multiple of 2, that is 6. So I will catch you up in the next video where we will see about the date formats and few dates related functions. Thank you.